This is your fate. And in time you will realize there was nothing that you could do. It was an accident. It was not your fault.
You know, it's funny. I was just thinking, how will I remember our life together when she's no longer around to ask about the details? You know, the little things that make up life? You ever think about that? When only two people share a memory, a moment in time, or many moments that make up a relationship, a life. Eventually one of you will be gone. And it's the responsibility of the one that lives to remember the way it happened. It's the burden of the living to keep a history of a life together. I want more life. I want more life with her.
There is something. It's a form of grief recovery. When someone close to us dies, we have the option to create a synthetic clone in their image. Of course, we're not trying to ignore the fact that loss is a natural part of life. However, with this technology, we can overcome grief, we can overcome loss, and embrace more time with our loved ones.
William? William?
What'd you say?
Batteries for the
In my desk, the top drawer,
okay.
or maybe the bottom drawer.
Thank you for coming in today. I'm afraid that the disease has progressed beyond treatment. I wish I had better news. But you should think about putting your affairs in order. First, we create a synthetic clone that is physically identical to your loved one. The personality of the clone is created by collecting data from media and online communications that will create an identical personality. It's remarkable, the technology. You will not be able to tell the difference. And keeping it authentic, the clone will not know what it is. You will, of course, but the clone will not.
Did you talk him into this? I don't know why he would think this is something I want. I don't. It's insulting. I'm insulted. I'm supposed to feel dull. Gray. And yet, I've never felt so alive. It's like I could see colors everywhere. Colors I didn't even know existed. In my body. I can feel blood running through my veins. And I couldn't before. It's not that I'm not sad and scared, I'm terrified. But I want to see what kind of life I'll make without him. Does that make me a bad person? Does it make me a bad person? How am I going to remember our life together when I won't have him around anymore to remind me of the details? Those little things that make up a life. Have you ever thought about that? When two people share a memory, a moment, or many moments that make up a relationship, a life, eventually one of them will be gone, and it's the responsibility of the one who lives to remember how it happened. It's the burden of the living to keep a history of all those moments, to remember the history of a life together, and it's not fair. It's not fair. It's not fair. And I want more life. I want more life.
And something else, something we are quite proud of. The clone will be linked directly to your heartbeat. That way, in your last moments, when your heart stops beating, so will the clone. This way you can rest assured knowing that you and your loved one will die together.